just wanted to come in with good energy, crash the boards, be as active as I can, just give everything I could to the team, and was able to convert some offensive rebounds into something, and do some like little things well, and get myself going in the game.
How fun was it to watch Al just go crazy in that fourth quarter and keep you guys alive?
Yeah, no, he got in a good rhythm, and you know, you could see like the second, third, fourth shot was like full of confidence, and he's one of the main reasons why we won this game. You know, to have that spark in the fourth, like not really expecting it maybe, was perfect.
Along the same lines, you've been on the same side as Al in these situations. You haven't been on the same side as Steph in these situations. What was it like watching him just explode there in the second half?
Yeah, he's unreal. I mean, I'm happy I'm on his side now, you know, because I used to be on the other side, and you know, there's not much you can do when this guy gets going and is hitting these wild shots. It's like it's truly like unique, you know, even just as his teammate, you know, to witness that. So this is one of the most special players we've ever seen.
What does that do for your confidence when you're playing from behind most of the game?
Of course, to know that we have this kind of a guy, this kind of a weapon, and you know what he's capable of. You know, we're going to be dangerous at any point of the game. You know, no matter how much we're down. So he was huge tonight.
Even though you're new to this group, you know, understanding everything this team has been through this year and this stage of the journey of this franchise, how special was this win?
No, of course it's awesome. This is my first playing game, so atmosphere was great. I had fun. You know, like the games leading up to this maybe weren't, you know, super important, so it's a little bit tougher to get going, obviously. But tonight was, you know, win or go home, and those are fun games to be a part of, and we got the job done. So of course I'm happy.
You mentioned kind of how difficult this season has been for you. I mean, even before the trade, but after the trade, you know, you guys didn't even know if Steph was going to get back. Did you ever kind of doubt you would get this type of moment with this group?
Did I like think?
Just doubt that, you know, even if Steph would come back, I'm sure you envisioned
Right.
the Warriors getting a playoff setting type thing, but
Mhm.
I'm sure there was a time to doubt. That it
Yeah,
would-
no, honestly, I didn't visualize too much. You know, I don't know. You know, it wasn't like, oh, I can't, you know, wait to be a part of this play-in game and win one and then the other. I don't know. I never like thought like that. You know, obviously, I just wanted to finish the season strong for myself and as a team. And you know, it's weird because you play 82 games, but then your season kind of is on the line in 1 or 2 games. So, but that's kind of like a blessing for us because we're 10th seed. Otherwise, we wouldn't even sniff the playoffs, you know. But to have this opportunity, it's awesome, and yeah, we got to give it all in the next game.
You know, you guys have so little data and time together, and you obviously have a decision to make this summer. Is this the type of game, the type of setting that you know will allow you to envision what it could be if you know you do have a fuller, healthier season?
Yeah, that's a good like preview, you know, of what could potentially, or maybe, you know, we win the next one, then we actually have the real thing, and who knows, you know. But of course, it's tough. Even if we make it, we're going to be 8th seed. You know, obviously, it's going to be a tough scenario. But anyway, this is a good preview, and you know, we're going to give our all. And you know, Steph obviously made a huge effort to come back to be with us now, and you know, we have to appreciate that. We have to get everything we have with this group, and then see how far we can get.
You've probably been asked so many times over the years to say, where are you in how your body feels and what percent are you of your peak? But this is about the best you've looked at one of your best games here. How do you feel? Is there still more that you could do here?
For sure. I still have to get in better shape, like a little bit lighter on my feet, everything. But last practice and today, I would say I'm feeling decent. You know, a couple putbacks. I'm starting something start to show again. You know, so just working my way back into having like good legs underneath, being a little bit like still a little bit late defensively for a couple blocks. So things like that I know I will get there eventually. But I'm happy. I'm happy about today's game for sure.
you were to put an adjective on those putbacks, maybe the putback after the missed free throw, what would that adjective be? Angry or
What's an adjective? This,
descriptive word?
uh,
Describe your putback.
what emotion I felt, or I don't know, but I've been doing that for 100 times and it never worked. Today I finally got it. Today I finally got it. You know, you can watch some old games, like, and I'm happy. I'm happy for sure.
All right, is that it? We have one last.
Yep.
Draymond was just talking about just the pride he takes in his defense and his preparedness coming to the match like this. He said he lived with the fear the last 2 days of potentially being embarrassed by Kawhi because of how good he is. When you have a guy who prides himself that much defensively, I mean, what is that like? Is it just like everyone else just has to follow, his kind of lead on that in the floor?
No, for sure he sets the tone. No, defensively he's an animal. Honestly, you have to give him credit. Even the games that didn't mean much, like I saw his energy, and I was like, this guy's giving his all. And he for sure sets the tone for us. And he did an amazing job on Kawhi tonight. Even I saw something just now on Twitter. Kawhi said like couldn't even get a good look. So for sure hats off to Draymond. And Draymond on defense, he's the real deal.
Obviously, one thing to play against him, but what was it like when you got to know him? Got to Golden State, got to know him a little bit. Anything surprise you about him, or what was that like for you?
Draymond, like he is who he is. Like he's a force of nature. Like he's his personality. Like he doesn't care what people think about him. Not like, and you gotta love to see that in somebody like him. So, and honestly, one of the coolest teammates I've had. Really a great teammate. Wants to win. Obviously, already so experienced. And really I can see how important he is for this organization for sure. Good.
Yeah, great.
Thank you.